All right, let's bring our good friend, the host to Stay in Your Lane, Bernard Hollywood Williams, Olympic gold medalist. How you doing, Bernard?
I'm doing fantabulousism, my brother.
Well, that's good to hear. Family's all doing well, doing healthy.
Yep,
Good to hear.
yep,
That
everybody.
want to keep
Keep it
getting that
going.
update. Want to keep getting that update. How is the now? What's going on in Baltimore? Are you guys practicing self quarantine? Are you staying at home? Are you going out and about? I know you do a lot of coaching. I know you do a lot of one-on-one coaching. Has any of that slowed down? Are you guys staying at home more, or are you just living your life?
No, we staying home, enjoying the time with our kids all day. But at the same time, when I do work out, I'm usually going to a track where there's less people, and we still get our workouts going, and I still get my sessions going.
So still working out, still working with the athletes,
Yep.
and you can do that relatively safely because hey, tracks are big. You know, they're 400 yards. So you can be at a whole different part. You can keep a good, 30, 40 feet of distance. Use your voice, use your whistle, and still be able to give instruction to these kids who are working out while isolated, essentially, right?
Right. I mean, but I've kept a simple life for the last 12 years anyway. So
Now we
it's
just have an
nothing really
excuse.
new to me. And I always kept hand sanitizer, just every day before all of this because I shake hands on a daily basis. And I used to have handshakes with my kids. We can't do those handshakes no more. But, hand sanitizer was always an everyday thing.
You got to come up with a really creative way to elbow bump.
Say that again.
I said you got to come up with a really creative way to elbow bump.
Well, not even elbow. We just do air high fives, and I do the sound effect like,
Okay, that
you
works
know.
too. The air high five. I
Yeah, we
like
do
that.
air. Yeah,
Is it
because at the end of the day, it's not about hands on. It's about being able to communicate and to connect with the person socially. Anyway, like I have a degree in sociology, so um, working with people, you don't have to necessarily be hands on. You can get to a person. I had a coach in a wheelchair who helped me to state titles when I was in high school because of his words and the way he can connect with people. His name was Coach Cliff, rest in peace. So, this is not nothing new for me. The only thing I don't like is not being able to get ground beef. I got to go to the grocery store at 6 in the morning with the singers.
I know. Stuff's hard to find. Around here, it's toilet paper, hand sanitizer, and meat are the three things you just can't get. Um,
I was
Yeah,
wondering
man.
with
But other than that, life is good because we're not sick, and hopefully, we all can get through this.
as I'm reading stories about ways things to watch out for, things to prepare, things to make sure we're practicing good prevention. But when we're cooped up, things happen. When we're cooped up with your significant other, things can happen. Things can go really good or things can go really bad. And I love it when you see two articles that you read one after another that completely contradict each other, or at least contradict each other in another way. One article says, this is from Dr. Oz. He recommends using this time while self quarantining to get as close as you can to your partner. In other words, he recommends having sex. He says, listen, this is going to make you live longer. It's going to be a boost to your immune system. This is all good things happen when you have sex. So encouraging and recommending sex while you are self quarantined. The next article I read is self quarantining going to lead to record numbers of divorce. Now, Colin, you made jokes about this already. You think that in 9 months we're going to see a baby boom because of all
yeah, for sure, for
because of
sure.
all the self quarantiners. But are we equally going to see a divorce boom? So while self quarantining, let me ask you this, Bernard. Should you take some time and spend as much possible time while you have some time off, while you got the free time, spend it with your significant other, or should you be careful to maybe give each other some space so you don't get on each other's nerves so much?
I think you should just keep it normal. Whatever it was that got you into I've been married for 10 years. So whatever I've been doing for the last 10 years, which is giving her space, but at the same time giving her personal time away when the kids aren't away, is a good thing. I think you should just have a balance.
Right.
I don't
Okay.
think you should. I think it should be a balance between the two. I don't think it should be a choice between one or the other.
So try and keep things as normal as possible. Make sure that she gets a break. Let her go lay down for the nap. You go do some sort of activity with the kids and give her some
Right.
time in the she shed. I get it.
Right. Absolutely.
Well, Bernard, we hope you stay safe up there in Baltimore. We obviously are thinking of you and the best for you and your family and all the things that you can do to help out in your community. We're going to hold down the fort here, but always appreciate you calling in. Sure, we're going to talk to you again tomorrow, so appreciate everybody tuning in. 100.3 in Destin for Walton Beach, 97.1 if you're with us in Pensacola. For Robbie and Colin, it's been the morning show. We'll talk to you tomorrow.